Welcome to the channel, coin lovers and collectors. Today we are diving deep into the world of Australian currency and uncovering the hidden gems that are setting the collector's market on fire. Yes, we are talking about the ultra-valuable Australian 20-cent rare coins. These aren't just everyday coins you might find in your pocket change. They are historical, rare, and exploding in value in today's collector's market. Whether you are new to coin collecting or a seasoned enthusiast, what you are about to discover will amaze you. First up, we are diving into one of the most overlooked yet increasingly valuable coins from the land down under, the Australia 20-cent coin from 1967. This isn't just another piece of pocket change. In very fine condition, this silver beauty is becoming a treasure in today's collector's market, commanding serious attention and serious dollar value. So if you've got one lying around, you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. Stay tuned, because we are going deep into the history, features, rarity, and the real market value of this stunning coin. Let us take a step back in time and explore the fascinating history behind this coin. The 20-cent coin was introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned to decimal currency. However, 1967 marked just the second year of production, and during that time, the Royal Australian Mint was still perfecting its minting standards. What makes the 1967 issue special is that it came during a transformative era in Australian numismatics. That means coins from this year, especially those that survived in higher conditions, like very fine or better, are relatively scarce and highly sought after. Add to that the historical backdrop of Australia, moving away from pounds, shillings, and pence, and you've got yourself a slice of history in metal form. Now let us talk design, because the 1967 Australia 20-cent coin is truly a work of art. On the obverse side, you will find the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a design that has become timeless and is instantly recognizable to collectors around the world. But flip the coin over, and you are treated to a stunning depiction of the platypus swimming through rippling water, created by the talented Stuart Devlin. The fluid motion captured in the engraving is breathtaking and gives the coin a dynamic, lifelike feel. The level of detail, especially for a mass-circulated coin from the 60s, is truly exceptional. This isn't just currency, it's craftsmanship. Let us now zoom in to what makes this coin a collector's dream. First off, scarcity. While the mintage for 1967 wasn't the lowest, the number of coins that have survived in very fine condition or better has drastically diminished over time. Most circulated coins suffered wear and damage, but if you have got one in very fine condition, it means it has preserved strong detail and luster. That makes it an immediate candidate for collector interest. Also, keep in mind, collectors today are not just looking for rare coins. They want coins that tell a story, coins that have character, and coins that represent pivotal moments in a country's currency history. The 1967 Australian 20-cent ticks all those boxes, and then some. Now, let us talk dollars, and you are going to love this part. In today's market, the Australia 20-cent 1967 coin, in very fine condition, is commanding impressive prices. Depending on the condition specifics, clean surfaces, and preservation of detail, these coins are currently trading in collector markets and auction platforms anywhere from $220,000. And that is just the average. Higher-end specimens, or those graded professionally, can go for even more, especially if there is any interesting toning or mint errors. Keep in mind, the value has been rising steadily as more collectors around the world turn their attention to mid-century Australian coins. Demand is growing and supply is limited, which means the future price potential is looking very strong. So, what should collectors know if they want to get their hands on one or evaluate a coin they already own? First, make sure you inspect the coin carefully. A very fine grade means that the coin still shows most design details clearly, with moderate but even wear. The lettering, Queen's portrait, and the platypus should all be defined and visible. Next, store your coin properly to avoid moisture, oils, and unnecessary handling. And if you are serious about long-term value, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service. Also, keep an eye on collector forums, auctions, and reputable dealers, as prices can vary based on regional interest and coin show seasons. The Australia 20-cent 1967 coin is far more than just old pocket change. It is a valuable historical artifact, an increasingly rare collector's item, and a stunning example of numismatic design. Its demand is rising, its presence in very fine condition is limited, and its market value in dollars is climbing steadily. If you are building a coin collection with an eye toward future appreciation, or you just love holding on to pieces of history, this is one coin you absolutely want in your vault. And if you have got one already, congratulations. You might just be holding a hidden gem that is only going to shine brighter with time. Next up, we are diving into an extraordinary discovery from the world of Australian numismatics, the 1980 Australia 20-cent coin. Not just any piece, but one with a fascinating anomaly: the presence of mysterious black dots on the obverse side. If you are a serious collector or just beginning your journey in coin collecting, this is a coin you absolutely do not want to overlook. This is not just about cents, it is about potential dollars in today's thriving collector market. So sit tight as we explore the captivating history, rare features, and current high-value demand of this beautiful piece of Australian currency. Let us rewind to 1980. Australia was already well into producing its decimal coinage series, and the 20-cent coin had been a standard part of currency since its first release in 1966. Made of cupro-nickel and weighing 11.31 grams, the coin features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side and the iconic platypus on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. While millions of 20-cent coins were minted in 1980, very few carry the unique feature we are focusing on today: unexplained black dots on the obverse side, which have sparked interest and intrigue among collectors worldwide. These tiny markings are not mint errors in the traditional sense, but more likely post-mint anomalies that have turned certain coins into sought-after conversation pieces in collector circles. Now let us talk about what sets this coin apart. The black dots on the obverse side are typically located near the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and vary slightly in placement and intensity. What makes them so fascinating is that they are not a result of standard wear and tear or common corrosion. In fact, they appear on otherwise well-preserved coins, and when found on specimens in very fine or better condition, these black dot variants become all the more valuable. The coin's original shine, combined with this strange speckling, gives it a mysterious allure. For collectors, these kinds of unexpected features make a coin far more interesting and desirable. When we speak of rarity, it is not always about how many were minted, but rather how many survived with unusual or distinctive traits. While the 1980 Australia 20-cent coin is not inherently rare by mintage numbers alone, those featuring the black dots and still maintaining very fine condition are incredibly hard to find today. The collector's market thrives on anomalies, and coins like this, which exhibit something unusual yet verifiable, are always in demand. Condition also plays a major role. Coins graded very fine retain most of their original detail and have only light circulation marks, giving them significantly more appeal than average circulated coins. So what is this coin worth in the current market? Based on recent sales, auction results, and collector interest, a 1980 Australia 20-cent coin with black dots in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $210,000, and in some cases even more, depending on the visibility and uniqueness of the black markings. That is a tremendous value for a coin with a face value of just 20 cents. And as awareness continues to grow among collectors and social media influencers in the numismatic space, the demand for such distinctive coins is only going up. It's truly an investment in curiosity and historical charm. For collectors looking to add this gem to their portfolio, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, always look closely at your 20-cent coins from 1980. Use a magnifying lens under natural light to spot any black dots or unusual marks on the Queen's portrait side. Secondly, ensure the coin has not been cleaned, as cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its collector value. If you do find a coin with the black dots, store it in a protective flip or capsule to prevent any further oxidation or marks. And lastly, connect with coin collecting forums, Facebook groups, or local coin shows where others might be on the hunt for the same anomaly. Sometimes trading or selling within a niche group brings higher returns than broad auctions. In conclusion, The 1980 Australia 20-cent coin with black dots on the obverse side is more than just a curiosity. It is a rising star in the collector market. Its unique appearance, coupled with its limited availability in high grades, makes it a powerful addition to any numismatic collection. As interest continues to grow and collectors hunt for coins with stories and character, pieces like this one stand out for all the right reasons. If you happen to find one in your change or tucked away in a drawer, take a closer look. You might just be holding a valuable piece of Australian coin history. Next up, we are focusing on a true gem from down under, the Australia 20-cent coin from 1973, with a unique gray shade in extra fine condition. This coin is creating a real buzz among numismatists and investors alike due to its rising value and rare appeal. If you have come across one of these in your collection, you might just be holding on to something quite special. Stay with me as we uncover why this coin is skyrocketing in demand and value in today's auction markets. Let us begin with the background and history. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966, replacing the older pre-decimal currency as the country transitioned to the decimal system. These coins featured the iconic platypus design by Stuart Devlin, who was also the official goldsmith and jeweler to Queen Elizabeth II. The 1973 issue is part of that original generation of decimal coinage. But what sets this year apart is not just its age or composition. It is the combination of historical context and the subtle but significant variations in shade and preservation that make the 1973 version, especially with the gray tone and extra fine surface, a collector's dream today. Now let us take a closer look at the unique features of this coin. At first glance, the 1973 20-cent might appear just like any other from the same decade. But for trained eyes and dedicated collectors, the 1973 version stands out. The gray shade is not something that came from poor storage or environmental damage. Rather, it is a subtle tone that emerged due to specific minting and metal processing characteristics during that year. Combine this with the brilliant strike and details in extra fine condition, sharp lettering, smooth fields, and minimal wear on the high points like the queen's hair and the platypus fur, and what you have is a coin with visual charm and historical integrity. These are the small but powerful elements that drive collector enthusiasm and elevate this piece far above ordinary circulating coins. When it comes to rarity, the 1973 Australia 20-cent coin sits in a very favorable position. While it is true that millions were minted, not all of them have survived in collectible condition. Most have been used heavily in commerce and show significant wear. Extra fine specimens, especially those with that distinctive gray shading, are extremely limited. Collectors are not just hunting for any 1973 Australia 20-cent, they are actively seeking those few that display pristine surfaces, natural luster, and that rare shade. This combination of age, subtle minting anomalies, and limited availability in top-tier condition creates a perfect storm for growing collector demand. It is no surprise that this coin has become one of the most watched and wanted Australian coins on the secondary market. Now to the part everyone is eager to know, the market value. As of recent auctions and private sales, the 1973 Australia 20-cent coin in extra fine condition with the gray tone is achieving impressive numbers. We are talking anywhere between $300,000, depending on the depth of the tone and sharpness of the strike. Some graded coins even push higher, especially when authenticated by professional grading services. It is amazing to think that a coin once used to buy a newspaper or snack could now sell for the price of a rare collectible. As more collectors recognize the significance of this coin, and as fewer high-grade examples remain available, the value is projected to continue rising steadily over time. If you are a collector or someone who just stumbled upon this coin in your pocket change, here are a few tips. First, check the condition. Look for minimal wear, clear details, and no major scratches. Second, examine the tone. That distinctive gray shade should look even and natural, not like corrosion or damage. Third, if you suspect it is a rare specimen, consider getting it professionally graded and preserved. It might cost a little upfront, but having that official confirmation of grade can multiply its value in the eyes of serious buyers and auction houses. And lastly, keep it stored properly. Use acid-free holders and avoid touching it with bare fingers to maintain its condition for years to come. The 1973 Australia 20-cent grey shade coin in extra fine condition isn't just another piece of old change, it's a treasure waiting to be appreciated. With its compelling background, unique minting characteristics, and increasing scarcity in high grades, it represents both historical charm and investment potential. It is a standout in any serious collection and a testament to how small details can turn ordinary currency into prized artifacts. So if you have one, cherish it. And if you're looking to add one, now might be the perfect time before values climb even higher. Next up, we are diving deep into a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but hold on, because the Australia 20-cent coin from 2006 in fine condition is anything but ordinary. This unassuming piece of metal is gaining serious traction in the collector's market, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why it is becoming such a sought-after treasure. So grab your magnifiers and coin albums. We are going on a numismatic journey that could put a few extra dollars in your pocket. Let us begin with the history and background of this fascinating coin. The Australian 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned from the pound to the decimal system. Over the years, it has seen various design updates and minting figures, but the 2006 edition holds a special place. Not because of a flashy redesign or commemorative motif, but because of its subtle rarity and the quiet storm it is brewing in the collector market. That year, the Royal Australian Mint produced a standard run, but a combination of low circulation survival rates and rising collector demand has made the 2006 Australia 20-cent coin an unexpected gem for keen-eyed collectors. One of the most captivating things about the 2006 Australia 20-cent coin lies in its unique features. Like other standard 20-cent coins, the obverse features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. On the reverse, we see the iconic platypus gracefully gliding through the water, designed by Stuart Devlin, one of Australia's most beloved coin artists. While these elements may be consistent with other years, the 2006 edition stands out due to minting quality, surface luster in better preserved pieces, and slight die variations that make each coin slightly unique. Especially in fine condition, these coins can catch the eye with their clear details and strong strike. Now let us talk about what really makes this coin special: rarity and collector demand. While millions of 20-cent coins were produced that year, only a fraction remain in fine or better condition today. Over time, many were used in everyday transactions, picked up scratches, or were lost to time. But those that remain well preserved are now highly coveted by collectors who seek to complete year-by-year Australian decimal sets. Additionally, some regional die differences have created variations that drive even more enthusiasm. The scarcity of fine-condition 2006 coins has created an environment of growing demand and increasing value, making this coin a quiet powerhouse in the hobbyist market. So how much is this coin worth in today's market? You might be surprised. As of now, the Australia 20-cent 2006 coin in fine condition is fetching between $120,000 among active collectors, sometimes even higher in enthusiast auctions or themed collections. That is a massive increase from your thoughts. And as more collectors wake up to the rarity of this coin, prices are expected to keep climbing steadily. Imagine that turning a simple pocket find into a profit. This is not just a collectible, it is an investment in metal, memory, and market. If you are a collector looking to score this valuable coin, here are some tips. Always inspect your change. This coin is still in circulation, and it is entirely possible to find one in the wild. Use a magnifier to check for surface wear, rim clarity, and the overall strike. Coins with minimal scratches, good luster, and a full platypus design will fetch the best value. Consider joining Australian numismatic groups or online marketplaces where 2006 Australia 20-cent coins are actively bought and sold. And if you already own one, keep it in a protective sleeve or capsule to preserve its value. What makes the Australia 20-cent 2006 coin in fine condition so special is a mix of subtle rarity, beautiful design, and emerging demand in the collector community. It is a coin that tells a story not just of currency, but of culture, craftsmanship, and discovery. As the market heats up, this humble piece could soon be one of the most desirable decimal coins for Australian collectors around the world. Next up, we are diving into a coin that has been generating a lot of buzz in the collectors community, the Australia 20-cent coin from the year 2010. Specifically, the variety with those intriguing black spots on the reverse side. This coin might appear ordinary to the untrained eye, but its unique characteristics and increasing scarcity are making it a hot target in today's numismatic market. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you will understand why this seemingly modest coin is fetching impressive value in dollars and becoming a prized item among collectors worldwide. Let us begin with a little history. The 20-cent coin has been part of Australia's currency system since decimalisation in 1966. These coins feature the legendary platypus design on the reverse, created by artist Stuart Devlin, a masterpiece that celebrates Australia's rich wildlife. Fast forward to 2010, the Royal Australian Mint continued the tradition of minting these coins primarily for circulation. But something unique happened during the mintage process that year. Some coins began appearing with unusual black spotting on the reverse, a phenomenon that has caught the eyes of sharp collectors and researchers alike. Over time, this 2010 coin, especially in very fine condition, became more than just spare change. It became a hidden gem. Now, let us take a closer look at what makes this coin stand out. The 2010 Australia 20-cent coin is composed of cupro-nickel, a durable metal that resists wear. But sometimes, during production or storage, a chemical reaction can cause dark toning or black spots. What makes the black spots on the reverse side of the 2010 issue special is that they are not uniform. Each coin's pattern varies, almost like a fingerprint. This accidental art adds uniqueness to each piece, meaning no two spotted coins are exactly the same. These markings are not seen as damage. In fact, in the collector's market, they are considered a striking visual anomaly that adds flair, character, and value. Combine that with very fine condition, and you have a coin that stands proudly in the spotlight. So why is this coin in such high demand today? First, rarity. While millions of 20-cent coins are produced each year, not all of them survive the test of time in collectible condition. Very few from 2010 remain in very fine or better condition, especially those with distinguishable black spotting. This combination of limited availability and a unique physical trait makes these coins exceptionally desirable. Collectors love a good story, and this coin has one. It is a piece of circulating currency with an accidental twist, a natural error that does not diminish value but enhances it. Add to that the ongoing interest in decimal-era Australian coins, and you have got a recipe for surging collector demand. Now to the big question, what is the coin worth today? In today's, coins like this in very fine condition are consistently attracting attention on auction platforms and collector forums. Depending on the intensity and aesthetic of the spotting, these coins have been valued between $125,000 or more. The market is dynamic, and as awareness grows, values are likely to continue climbing. Remember, in the world of collectibles, uniqueness and condition are everything, and this coin checks both boxes with confidence. If you are lucky enough to own a 2010 Australia 20-cent coin with these unique black spots, do not let it slip away unnoticed. First, protect it by using a soft cloth to handle it and store it in a coin flip or protective capsule to avoid any further wear. If you are searching for one, be sure to look at circulated batches closely. You never know, a large fortune could be hiding in plain sight. And always compare your find with others online. Document the location of the black spots. This can help increase interest if you ever choose to list it. Finally, stay active in numismatic groups and marketplaces because informed collectors make the best trades. To wrap things up, the Australia 20-cent coin from 2010, particularly the versions featuring black spotting on the reverse, is a brilliant example of how something subtle can elevate a common coin into the realm of rarity and value. It is a coin with character, charm, and collector appeal, and its demand is only growing in today's market. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this is one coin that deserves your attention and a spot in your collection. Don't underestimate it sometimes. The most valuable treasures are the ones that hide in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and want more rare coin content, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a discovery. Until next time, happy collecting and keep hunting for treasure.